Several countries and sub-regions of Europe provide opportunities for foreigners to buy and renovate abandoned homes at very low costs. Some governments even encourage this by handing out lucrative schemes to internationals, often to revitalize their shrinking town and village population. In this video, we have highlighted some of the most cheapest areas to buy such properties in Europe. But being cheap does not mean that the areas listed in this video are remote and far away from civilization. Sure, some pose a more rural setting, but most have a decent demand and appreciation post-renovation. Another thing to note is that it is highly advised to check the proper paperwork and zoning laws of each region and property before making the purchase. So with all that in consideration, here are the best regions to buy cheap abandoned homes for renovation projects in Europe. Number 12. The Kvarner region of Croatia. The region of Kvarner is sandwiched in between Istria and the well-renowned Dalmatia region. It covers the coastal area on the Adriatic, with numerous islands like Kirk and Rab, as well as the mountainous inland and plains. In comparison to Croatia's prominent regions, property prices in Kvarner are way more affordable. As of the second quarter of 2026, there are more than 500 listings for abandoned townhouses in Kvarner, with median price ranging between $60,000 to $180,000. Besides the townhouses, there are detached rustic homes also available, which usually start from $80,000 and can go up to $200,000 for those with ocean views. These properties feature thick foundations and high-quality traditional stone. Once restored, they maintain a unique architectural charm and nostalgic appeal that new builds cannot replicate. Foreign nationals are allowed to own such properties, be it in one of its historical towns or in a rural setting with an extra acre or two. The buying process is easy, but it is highly advised to get the paperwork and zoning rights checked beforehand. Other than that, renovation costs are moderate and the buyer only pays a 3% property transfer tax upon purchase. Number 11. The Azores, Portugal. The archipelago of the Azores is located in the North Atlantic Ocean, some 900 miles west of mainland Portugal. This autonomous region is famous for their lush landscapes, thermal hot springs, crater lakes, and whale watching. It is an ideal spot for those seeking tranquility. From green rolling hills to atmospheric beaches and crystal clear lakes, you'll be spoiled every day by the abundance of natural beauty. It offers many vacant, abandoned, derelict properties and ruins for sale at very cheap prices, starting as low as $38,000 to $45,000. But there is a major downside of buying abandoned properties here. Due to it being an archipelago, the renovation costs are tremendously high, and most materials are sourced locally. Other than that, labor costs are low, and the time frame for renovation can take longer than mainland Portugal. In contrast to this, the buyer can avail of special tax benefits upon buying and renovating an abandoned property here. In terms of connectivity, it hosts robust international routes, with daily flights from Europe and weekly flights from North America. Number 10. Ireland. Beyond Ireland's postcard villages, the stone walls and rolling green fields, there are homes that seem frozen in time. Old farmhouses, abandoned cottages, and forgotten country residences waiting for someone with vision to bring them back to life. Its government does not discriminate between domestic and international buyers, which means anyone can acquire Irish real estate much as a local buyer would. From a legal standpoint, the process is refreshingly straightforward, and from an investment standpoint, it can be very lucrative. Currently, there are more than 2,200 abandoned properties available throughout the country, with median price ranging between $48,000 to $170,000. Depending on the property's condition and the quality of finish desired, the renovation budget for such properties can range from $80,000 to well over $250,000. The government even offers financial incentive on preserving such properties, especially if it is located on an island. Then come the taxes. Residential stamp duty is generally levied at 1%, and the annual rate differs from one county to another, with the average being at 0.18%. Number 9. Alentejo, Portugal. Mainland Portugal is experiencing a well-documented housing shortage, particularly in major urban centers such as Lisbon and Porto. On the other hand, there are over 700,000 empty and vacant houses across Portugal, with more than 150,000 located in the Alentejo region. Many international invest in rural land of Alentejo and construct large manor-style homes here. Apart from the luxury estates that cost millions, there are many abandoned townhouses and small rustic cottages here that can be bought for under $80,000. Renovation expenses in Portugal remain significantly lower than in much of Northern Europe, but restoring an old Alentejo property to modern standards can still require anywhere from $800 to $2,000 per square meter, depending on structural condition, design ambitions, and finish quality. Number 8. Andalusia, Spain. Made up of 8 provinces, Andalusia is an autonomous region in southern Spain, covering approximately 17% of the country. Thanks to its sheer size, there is a vast variety of derelict properties available throughout the region. However, coastal properties, even abandoned ones, mainly near its cities and resort towns, can easily cost around $170,000. While derelict homes away from the coastal fronts, be it a townhouse in one of its sun-drenched, whitewashed town or a cottage in the countryside, can cost way less, usually around $50,000. From a legal and transactional perspective, the buying process is well established, transparent, and supported by a mature property industry accustomed to dealing with international clients. However, it is highly advised to check the zoning laws and building permits before buying anywhere in Spain, as many properties, even those abandoned for decades, are oftentimes deemed illegal. Number 7. Occitanie, France. Tucked in the sun-drenched embrace of southern France, the Occitanie region features mountains, plains, coastlines, and timeless heritage. Unlike the French Riviera, where even the most neglected properties can command exorbitant prices, Occitanie remains one of the few regions in France where foreign buyers can still find genuine renovation opportunities without competing against the world's wealthiest property investors. It is home to thousands of aging village houses, abandoned stone farmhouses, former wine growers' homes, and neglected rural properties that have been left vacant as younger generations migrated toward larger cities. Most derelict properties, be it a townhouse or detached home, are listed between $38,000 to $140,000. Buyers of older properties should budget an additional 7% to 8% of the purchase price for acquisition costs, which include transfer taxes, registration fees, and notary fees. Number 6. The Romanian region of Transylvania. Home to some of Europe's best preserved medieval towns and outstanding rural landscapes, the region of Transylvania is probably the first area that comes to mind when most people think about Romania. Even with its modern cities, Transylvania still hums with an otherworldly vibration, which is playfully or sometimes seriously reinforced by a culture of folklore and superstition. Beyond the clichés, life in Transylvania is easygoing, affordable, and tranquil. There are around 1,200 to 1,500 abandoned properties listed in this region across different major realtor platforms. Prices for small and remote cottages can range from as little as $12,000 to $50,000, while larger historic homes and estates typically trade between $90,000 and $280,000. The buying process is a bit different for non-EU citizens. For most abandoned homes, non-EU buyers are required to set up a Romanian limited liability company, which costs a mere $600. Besides this, transaction costs and taxes are very low when compared to most of Western European nations. Number 5. Bulgaria. Unlike countries mentioned in this video, where one can focus on a particular province or region, there is no single standout region in Bulgaria for buying cheap, abandoned homes for renovation. The country as a whole remains one of Europe's most attractive markets for renovation-focused buyers. Whether you are looking in the rural villages, the rolling countryside surrounding, the mountain regions, the central areas, or near metro cities, opportunities are widespread rather than concentrated in one location. Collectively as a whole, the average price of an abandoned property is in the price bracket of $10,000 to $70,000. In some cases, properties with several acres of land can be purchased for less than the price of a used family car in Western Europe. Renovation costs are also among the lowest here. A project that might require $200,000 in Western Europe can often be completed for half. There is no punishing annual property tax burden waiting after purchase. Only a minuscule amount of transfer tax is paid upon purchase. Number 4. Puglia, Italy. Puglia is one of the most attractive regions in Italy for buyers looking to purchase and renovate abandoned homes. It is also one of the regions that has participated in Italy's famous €1 home scheme, where specific municipalities sell long-abandoned properties for a symbolic €1 in exchange for a commitment to renovate them. While the €1 purchase price grabs headlines, serious buyers understand that the real investment lies in the renovation itself. Most participating towns require buyers to submit renovation plans and complete restoration work within a set time frame, typically a few years. Beyond the €1 schemes, the broader Puglian market offers far more opportunities. Abandoned and neglected properties in close range to large towns can often be found between $25,000 and $120,000. In addition to the base price, buyers should budget approximately 7% to 12% of the purchase price for taxes, registration fees, notary costs, and other closing expenses. Number 3. Castile and Leon, Spain. Expanding across the heart of northwestern Spain, this vast region is defined by medieval villages, Roman roads, stone farmhouses, and a demographic reality that has quietly created one of Europe's most overlooked property markets. In almost all of its provinces, abandoned village houses can be acquired for as little as $15,000 to $70,000. While larger stone farmhouses, traditional fincas, and properties with substantial land often trade between $80,000 and $240,000. In hindsight, a neglected stone house purchased for $50,000 and renovated for an additional $100,000 may emerge as an asset that would command several times that figure in a more fashionable market. On the flip side, buying an abandoned property in Spain involves complex legal procedures, many of which have the potential to go wrong. So, to ensure they don't, hire a professional realtor and lawyer with expertise in conveyancing. Number 2. Peloponnese, Greece. Timeless villages, ancient monuments, medieval castles, rich history, natural beauty, and spectacular beaches make the Peloponnese a sought-after destination to buy property in. Whether you're looking for a forgotten stone cottage in a mountain village, a vacant townhouse in a historic settlement, or even a larger abandoned residential building, the Peloponnese offers one of the largest inventory in the country. As of the second quarter of 2026, it features more than 5,000 abandoned properties listed on its local realtor websites. The average price for such properties range from $35,000 to $120,000, while properties with an extra acre or two can range from $100,000 to $350,000. Buyers should also budget approximately 4% to 8% of the purchase price for legal fees, notary costs, land registry charges, and related transaction expenses. In practice, most foreign buyers spend roughly 7% to 11% above the agreed purchase price to complete a transaction. Number 1. Abruzzo, Italy. Featuring a beautiful coastline, majestic mountains, and green rolling hills, Abruzzo is located right in the heart of Italy. It has become an epicenter of Europe's abandoned home market, mainly because the prices here are the cheapest. One can easily find the abandoned property starting from as little as $7,000. Even larger renovation projects often remain under $100,000 before restoration. It has also become one of the regions most closely associated with Italy's famous €1 home scheme. Numerous municipalities have participated in various forms of abandoned property regeneration programs, but the best opportunities are not in the €1 homes. Seasoned investors gravitate towards the locally listed properties available at modest prices without the bureaucracy and renovation deadlines often attached to official schemes. However, buyers should not assume every project will be cheap. One challenge frequently encountered is labor availability. Many specialized tradespeople and contractors are brought in from more economically active regions of Italy, which can increase labor costs and project timelines. Thanks for watching. If you find this video informative, be sure to leave a like, if not then a dislike, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content.